Welcome back to the deep dive. Today, our mission is really to cut through all the noise, you know, and
Yeah,
deliver the core insights from the research you've shared with us.
exactly.
We're taking a deep look at a topic often surrounded by silence, maybe even stigma, the psychological impacts of self-pleasure.
hmm And it's an area where, personal stories often clash with what clinical observation shows.
Right.
What's really valuable about the sources we're looking at today is they kind of bypass the moral arguments entirely.
Okay.
They focus just on the quantifiable behavioral outcomes.
Hmm.
So we're here to analyze the research, mapping out specific feelings, which can range from really positive to, well, intensely negative, tied to this practice.
Okay, let's unpack that right away then,
Yeah,
because the research seems to have a very clear central finding here.
it
The
does.
psychological outcome, it's not like a universal thing. It's actually highly variable. And it seems to all come down to just one factor, the degree of practice, how
Yeah.
much.
That's absolutely the critical distinction, and it's a very pragmatic one. The sources, they draw a really bright line between moderation and excess.
Uh-huh.
If this behavior is practiced in moderation, the research pretty overwhelmingly points towards positive results. We're talking relaxation, better mood, heightened self-awareness, things like that.
Okay.
But once someone crosses into that territory of excess, the whole psychological profile flips. It brings in negative feelings like anxiety, crushing guilt, even potential depressive symptoms.
That sets the stage perfectly.
Yeah.
So if the degree is the deciding factor, we really have to start with the heavier side of that scale.
Makes sense.
What are the specific psychological risks the source material links with excessive practice? Because the list, it looks quite extensive. And interestingly, much of it seems rooted in something kind of external to the act itself.
That's exactly what's fascinating. The first, and maybe the most pervasive negative impact noted, is the emergence of intense guilt. And then anxiety follows.
Guilt and anxiety.
Yeah. The research strongly suggests that for a lot of people, this guilt isn't actually generated by the act physiologically. It comes from external things, like cultural or religious beliefs about it.
Ah.
And these beliefs can be really deeply ingrained.
So it's like a cognitive conflict then. You're doing something that your own internal belief system, which society helps shape, is telling you is wrong or maybe shameful.
Precisely.
How does that tension show up, practically speaking, as anxiety?
Well, it creates this enormous cognitive load. The anxiety stems from the secrecy, the shame, the constant sort of internal battle between desire and what you feel is morally right or wrong.
Right.
And the research notes this isn't just fleeting guilt after the fact. It often leads to continuous, ongoing anxiety that follows the person around. It becomes a chronic stressor.
Wow. Okay. That continuous anxiety, it sounds like fertile ground for something maybe even worse.
Mm.
Something the sources actually label